This is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. I'm in Genesis chapter 28, and Joseph was sold off by his brothers, and the person that was the brother that took the lead on selling him off for silver was Judah. And we see that Judah had 3 sons in this chapter. The first one did not please God and died. The second one did not please God because he would not mate with his brother's wife, and he spilled his seed on the ground and he died. And the third son was supposed to marry his eldest brother's widow, but then he wasn't. They did not send for her. So she came back and deceived Judah into sleeping with her and giving her the scarf, staff, and signet. So after she did this, she left and she put on her widowhood garments, and we're starting in chapter 20. And Judah sent for the kid by the hand of his friend, the Adulamite, and take the privilege out on the woman's hand, but he found her not. So the deal she made with him was, you bring me the kid or the sheep, and I'll give you back your collateral, your signet, your scarf, and your staff. And she put on her widow's outfit, her normal clothing, and left. Then he asked the men of her place, saying, where is the harlot that was at the river road on the highway? And they said, there hath been no harlot there. And he returned to Judah and said, I did not find her. And also the men of the place said, there have been no harlot there. And Judah said, let her keep it, lest we be put to shame. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. And it came to pass about 3 months after that there was told to Judah, saying, Tamar thy daughter-in-law hath played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with child by prostitution. And Judah said, let her forth, and let her be burnt. And she was laid forth. She sent to their father-in-law, saying, by the man whose there are, I am with child. And she said, recognize, I pray thee, to whom belongs these, the signet, the scarf, and the staff. And Judah recognized them, and said, she hath been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew her not again anymore. And it came to pass at the time of her travail that, behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed that one put out his head, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, this came first. And then it came to pass, as he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out. And she said, how vigorously thou hast broken forth, this breach is upon thee. Therefore his name shall be called Perez. And after came out his brother that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerach. So we hear the story of the family of Judah, and Judah had 5 sons. He had 3 sons before he slept with his daughter-in-law unknowingly, and then she bore him 2 sons, twins. And this is kind of, I don't know what the term is, dumpster fire kind of situation for this day and age. When he first heard she was pregnant, he was going to have her burnt because she committed adultery, because she was supposed to be saving herself. And then he realized that, hey, we did not sin for her. We did not do right by her. And so she was more righteous in doing what she did than I was in the situation, because I didn't do right by her. So she was allowed to live and bear her sons. And so in the next chapter, chapter 29, we return to the story of Joseph, who was sold off by Judah and the other brothers to slavers who came through. And he is in Egypt. And so we will see what happens to Joseph in Egypt and how he fares. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone. I did not know this was in the Bible, because this is never inserted in any tale that I've ever seen of Joseph and the coat of many colors. This information about Judah's family is never, ever told, or I've never seen it. It's not very PG, and it is seriously omitted from even Sunday school lessons in adult classes. This is just omitted, and we only talk about Joseph and his journey. But those who do us wrong in our journey and in Joseph's journey, they have lives too, and sometimes it's interesting to see what happens to those who betray others. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone.